Hejsa. This is what the first section of my hexagon quilt top looks like. I kind of hope that I had got a bit further, maybe, or at least had these last two rows attached. Today is the, not sure actually, let's say the 22nd of January. I had kind of hoped that by this point I would have started attaching the next section, but it is what it is. But because I am almost finished with this section today, I think I'm going to lay out the next section so that it's ready for when I'm done with this. The next section is probably going to be slower than this one because a friend of mine very kindly sent me some bits of, let me just put that out of the way, some bits of Denise Smith fabric that I didn't have already. And the great thing about it is that there are colors of prints that I wouldn't normally pick myself, which means that I will have more variety. But it also means that I have a bunch more hexagons I need to sew to their templates. But that's fine. I mean, just look at these. I wouldn't normally buy something like this, but it's actually really quite pretty. I think it'll be a nice addition. So yeah, I have more hexagons to make than I was expecting. But today I'm going to focus on laying out the next section, and then I need to start cutting these into the size I need. Right, so I think I'll get out some hexagons in the colors I think I'll need, and then we'll see how we go from there. Alright, so I've got some colors out. I've got some reds and yellow, and then I've got this bag of blenders which are made up of two different prints. So I just pulled out a couple of yellows because I know I want to move from the yellow to the orange. So I'm just gonna put that one there, see how that works, and then get some orange. Okay, I think I've got one each of most of the oranges. So I'm just going to try and lay them out and see how they work. I'm not so sure about putting this one here because I've actually got the same print down there. Yeah, you can just about see it. But I guess it's inevitable that I'm going to have similar ones next to each other. So I'm going to try not to worry too much about it. Right, so up here I've got a corner where there's yellow, red and pink. And I would like to sort of blend that together. Maybe this one will work because it's got the pink there. Let's try that for now. I think it's good to be fairly quick about this and not think about it too much, because if you think about it too much, then you're probably going to doubt yourself, and that's going to slow things down. And there's no way that I can find the perfect sort of blend or gradient of colors every single time. So I'm just going to do whatever seems right. Actually, maybe I'll find a blender. Something either with yellow or orange. Maybe this one. And then I can put this one in. Because that sort of gives me the opportunity to change the color if I want. Right, so now I think I'm going to pull out some red colors. It's funny how sometimes you change one brick in the puzzle and then it sort of makes everything else change as well. I haven't actually got loads of reds. Lots of oranges. Alright, that's kind of interesting what's happening up here. I'm sort of going towards maybe some lighter colors. Right, let's see. I haven't used this one. There, maybe. So I have some of the blenders where it's both the same color, but because there's this part of a flower here in a completely different color, that means that I could use that to change color in the wash of the colors. And the same goes for this print here, which although the background is this sort of aqua turquoise color, this flower covers almost half of the area, so that's somewhere I could change the color as well. So maybe I'll try that here, because why not? But what do I do in this section? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to just leave it for half an hour and come back and add to it. Sometimes it's good to step away from something that will give you a new perspective. So maybe that's what I'll do, and I'll come back and I'll show you how I laid out this section. Alright, so this is the result of my playing around with all these hexagons. It's gone from very colorful sort of here, and then over here it's gone more sort of grey. And it's funny now looking through the camera, there's some places where I think, oh, maybe the change is too abrupt, like here, for example. But this one does have a little bit of grey white on it, so I think I'm going to leave it there. And up here that feels a little bit abrupt as well. But I think overall it looks very sort of gradual. And like I think I said earlier, I can't expect every sort of color change to be perfectly gradual. Maybe it's good that there are places where things maybe jar a little bit. So I'm happy with this. So now I'm going to stack them in piles, and then I'm going to write a letter and a number on the back of each one. So I can't move this because it's all pinned down, but I think maybe you can see. So it's A, B, C, D, E. And I think what I'll do, actually that's a question. So this is row 1, but obviously at some point I'm going to run out of letters. But I'll figure that out when I get to it. So yeah, I need to stack these, write the numbers and letters on the back so that if everything gets jumbled up, I'll know where they go in the puzzle. But I hope you enjoyed this little look at the progress of my hexagon quilt. It is going to take quite a long time to finish it. Possibly won't finish it at the time that I would like to finish it, which is end of April next year, 2026. But who knows? Maybe once I get into a good rhythm, I will get a bit faster at stitching these together. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. Maybe follow so you don't miss the next, I'm sure, riveting episode of this hexagon quilt. I hope you have a great day, whatever you're making.